So, I'm gonna make it quick. I do apologize that I haven't really made some uploads for the last 6 months or so, even though I already made some kind of teaser or any kind of promises that makes all of you wondering whether I'm going to upload it or not. But here it is. I'm gonna make one series where I built the brown bus motor as promised, because as all of you know that the last time the bus went blown up, and I kinda made a full rebuild videos for it. This series will consist of 3 videos. The first one will be where I'm going to disassemble all of it, as well as pulling the motor out of the bodies. And in the second videos, I'm going to make all of those repairs and maybe some kind of tuning just to make the motor goes well and feels nice. And in the third video, I'm going to assemble all of it as well as breaking the motor in. Kayak karo nggo kowe kabeh sing kira-kira do ora bakal paham karo omonganku ki opo, iki tak cepai subtitle yang gini wis engko. Ning tulisane CC tak gawe iki, oke. Alright then, cheers. The first 4 are located in front of the rear bumper, which holds the mounting bar. Then the other 4 are located on the bell housing, the bottom right corner, the upper right corner, which being the upper bolt of the starter motor, the bottom left and the upper left, which located right behind the clutch lever. Support the motor with floor jack. I put a piece of wood so that the metal tip of the jack didn't scratch the oil pan. Put a couple of jack stands on the J-pipe of the exhaust to balance the weight. Remove all the upper components of the motor, such as the blower and alternator assembly, as well as the carburetor and the oil cooler. Take your time and don't drop the fucking motor like a jackass. Mark the prior positions of the distributor gear drive if you're too lazy to adjust it later. Pro tip: make sure the first and second cylinder point are located in the right side of the distributor, so that the spark plug wire will be made. Loosen the pressure plate bolt by holding the crank pulley with 30mm and 12 or 13mm. You might want to loosen all the bolt with hand prior to using the impact, knowing that it is an old motor, and surely you don't want to strip the thread and add another working day to fix it. Label all the bolts just to make the assembly to be easier later on. The holder I'm using on the flywheel is a custom made. It is bolted to 4 of the pressure plate bolts. I'm putting a pipe on the L socket handle so that it will come off slowly, knowing how weak these old metal threads are. Oh yeah, I'm dumb this time, forgetting the fact that the flywheel bolt is so fucking tight. But then, It works though. Nothing special on removing the oil pump nuts. As usual, on the valve train assembly, loosen it with the socket first, then the impact. In removing the piston pin, removing it from the inside out are preferred, so that the pin wouldn't be hitting all the piston. But if your engine locks up, do whatever you think is the best. Nothing special on the crankcase bolt, as usual. You might want to use a wooden stick to open or splitting the case though, or maybe a rubber hammer so you won't break it. And don't be a dumbass like me who forgot to remove the oil pump and it said screw. It is the one circled in the white. And here is some time-lapse bonus for the closing, and stay tuned for the next videos. Cheers!